Hello, everyone. This is Jazz Chapman Radio, and this is the Follow Your Dream Show. Now, I know it's been a while since the first episode. It's been over a month. Um, there were a lot of things happen. I'm going to try to be consistent from now on. There's been things from the internet not working because I am doing this, out of home office until I can get this to expand and go on to a bigger platform where I can do this out of a studio or office with other hosts. And I'm gonna try to get there. I had internet problems, illnesses, and traveling. I am now in Cleveland. I will be back in Atlanta next week. But we're gonna talk about Mike Brown on this segment. You will see how it ties in with following your dreams, with the Follow Your Dream show, period. But we're going to talk about this. I might be a little rusty. Just bear with me. Um, I might get emotional. I'm not sure. But I'm just passionate. We're going to go ahead and talk about Mike Brown, the 18-year-old man who got killed in St. Louis, and we're going to talk about the riots and that transformed after all of this. All right, so Mike Brown is an 18-year-old African American man who was killed this past weekend, and he was just walking with his friend, and they were walking to his grandmother's house, and police somehow said that the boy got in the car. Somehow he was in the car, in the police car. This is what the authorities are saying, and that he was struggling with the police about the gun, and a shot went off, and somehow he got outside of the car, and the police ended up shooting him because they felt threatened. Now, the boy that was with Mike Brown and everybody else on that block is saying that Mike Brown was not struggling, with the police. He was outside the car. His hands were up in the air, and I believe he was 30 feet away, and the police shot him several times. They are trying to do an investigation on this case, and I really truly hope and believe that they get justice for Michael Brown because, it seems as if he was a good kid. And even if he wasn't a good kid and he did that, he still didn't deserve to get shot over anything. He was unarmed. He was not a threat to the police. He truly was not. Monday, today's Tuesday, but Monday, he was supposed to start college. He was doing something where he was being positive and he was going to follow his dreams. And his life got taken away by a trigger happy officer that they need to fire. I mean, if everything comes out, and for one, they should all get their statements from everyone on the block. Everyone on the block is saying that Mike Brown was not in the wrong and that his hands were up and the officers shot him. Right now, nobody from the police department is releasing the officer's name, and the officer is on a pay administrative leave. So I don't understand what's going on with that. I truly believe that they should get justice for Mike Brown. And because, in the past few weeks, it's been a lot police brutality going on. It was this man, Eric Garner, in New York, who got, choked out by the police and was killed when he wasn't doing anything. He was innocent. It was a man, a 22-year-old man, also this, a few days ago, that was in Ohio in a Walmart store, and he had a toy gun, and the police shot him. Now, he even told the police that it was a toy gun, and they still shot him to death. He had a kid, and this police brutality is getting out of hand. They're killing people that are innocent and that have nothing, you know, that had, no harm did no harm to these police, and they just killed them like senseless murders. I don't understand that. So there's definitely needs to be justice going on. I do know that there are some good police officers out there, and this is making them look really, really bad. There's need to be, I don't know what's going to happen, but I know everyone that wants justice should not do what they did in St. Louis this past weekend. I believe it was Sunday night or Monday morning, Sunday night. They were having a vigil for Mike Brown. And from that turned into a full-on riot in St. Louis in the town of Ferguson. I don't understand. I never understood the whole idea of doing a riot. What is going through your mind? You're not even, tearing up the police officers' equipment, police stations. You're not going to the government, anything like that. You are tearing up your own people's stuff. I'm trying to, not to curse on this, but I don't see the point where you try to say, oh, we're getting justice for Mike Brown, but you're breaking into hair stores and you're stealing hair weave and posting it up on Twitter and Instagram and saying justice for Mike Brown. That is not an excuse. That is not giving him any kind of justice. It is not. People burned down the Quick Trip, stealing beers and stuff out. No, you don't want justice. You just want an excuse so you can get free stuff. Now, have you ever thought that these businesses that you're breaking into, I believe that they broke into 24 businesses. They burnt the Quick Trip down to the ground. Have you ever stopped to think that these businesses that you're breaking into, these business owners, have nothing to do with what happened with Mike Brown getting killed? They have nothing to do. They're just honest business people trying to make a living for themselves and their families. And what they have worked so hard for years, you have just taken it away from them. Their hopes and their dreams are all gone because you think that, now you have the right to commit crimes because the police did something very stupid and they took their young boy's life. But that does not give you the excuse to go burn down and tear up your own community and steal from honest business people that have worked so hard for everything that they got. And no, everybody that has a business is not rich and well off. You never know what you just did. Not only the business owners, but the people that work for the business owners. You just taken away all the employees' chance of making a living, making money, feeding their families, paying for college and school or whatever they needed those funds and those wages and that job for. You just took all of that from them. Anybody that thinks that was a great way to get justice for Mike Brown is completely out of it. I have never seen a legit reason on how you would get justice from rioting your own community, tearing up your own community. You're stealing meat and you're stealing beers and hair weave and cell phones and all kind of stuff. For what? You just want free stuff. You don't want justice. You wanted an excuse to go steal and act like straight up criminals. Straight up criminals. Even the family of Mike Brown has went on the radio station and they went on there to plead. They went on there to plead with the people that are rioting and to tell them that Mike Brown would not have wanted this. He would not have wanted this and to just please stop. But did they listen? No, they did not. They did not listen at all. And that's when you know that these people, come on now. They did not. They did not really care about the situation. They truly did not. It was just an excuse. It was just a way for them to break into these businesses and steal things and act as if, okay, well, now we got justice. We got justice. Tell me, somebody explain to me that thinks like that. Explain to me, how do you think that you get justice from tearing up your own community? From tearing up your own community, breaking into people's stores and stealing things out their stores that has worked hard for their stuff. They have worked hard and put many years in hard work, blood, sweat, and tears into their businesses, and you just take it all away from them in a moment. Like, as an African American, when you don't want police brutality because you feel that it is racist, because they look at us, some of them, not all of them, because all police are not bad and everybody that are different races are not racist. When you do that thing, when you do those things and break into people's stores and burn down their businesses and just act a plum fool, you are making the situation worse. You are kind of making them feel justified. Really. Really. Like, what do you... I just don't get it. It just baffles my mind. I don't get it. Why would you don't know what these people need those jobs for. They could have sick family members that they need to take care of. Get them, medicines. You're burning down these stores. Come on now. You need to understand and use your brain before you start taking action. Use your brain. Think it all the way through. Think how it would, how your decision will affect everyone, and not just not just yourself. Use your head. Mike Brown was supposed to start college this past Monday, and he was going to make a better life for himself, and he was going to achieve his dreams. Now, if you want to represent Mike Brown in a positive way, Do what he would have done. You know he was going to college. Ask yourself, and the topic of this, the topic of this segment was supposed to be, what are you doing to achieve your dreams? Ask yourself, what are your goals and your dreams? And what should you do to achieve them? And then once you've written all that down, you got your plan out, then now start taking action. You want to, do something in remembrance of Michael Brown, do that. Become lawyers. Sue the police department. Go down to Capitol Hill. But do not take away innocent people's dreams and livelihood and their only way to support their families, to get themselves through college, to make better lives for themselves. You are not making anything better. You're doing more harm than good. I don't see what good you did at all by doing it. I just don't. I truly don't. It was a little exhausting for me. Police brutality, it has to stop. But rioting does not make it better at all. It makes things worse. It truly does. Try to do more positive things to get justice for Michael Brown. Protest by not rioting. Protest by trying to raise awareness and, people's attention about police brutality. Let Capitol Hill, the government, whatever, let them know that this is not right and that they cannot keep getting away with these things, because that young man, even though some of the media was biased towards, white power, the police that made those decisions, they tried to picture Michael Brown as a thug, as they try to do most young black men that get killed in these senseless crimes. This by police that, haven't done anything wrong. They try to find any little thing they can to make it seem like the police was justified for killing these men for no reason. It has to stop. But rioting is not the way. I can definitely tell you that. Why take away people's dreams? Why punish the people that has nothing to do with the cause of Michael Brown's death or anyone else's death? What do you get out of that? You got some beers, some hair weave, some cell phones. Now, do you feel good about yourself? Do you feel like you have got justice for Michael Brown? Fake protesters. That's what you are. I'm done. I'm done with this video. That's it for the Follow Your Dream show. Ask yourself, what are you going to do to achieve your dreams in remembrance of Michael Brown? Okay, because had he still been alive, he would have attended college this past Monday and started a better life and future for himself, but it was taken away unfairly by a crooked cop. That's what I believe. If they can have proof that the cop had, good reason for why he did it, maybe he's not crooked, but everyone on the block has saying what they saw, and Michael Brown was not in the wrong. So I do believe that, and it's a sad situation. So pray for Michael Brown's family, and pray for the justice of Michael Brown and Trayvon Martin. And even though that's done, there are other young black men out there, and these situations does not need to keep happening. Eric Garner, all these situations are unfortunate, and it is definitely a tragedy. But try positive thinking and to positively come up with a solution that will do more good than harm. And that's it for this. Just, ask yourself, what are your dreams? How are you going to achieve them? And take action. Start to take action. Do your research on how you can take action. The internet is our playground. And just try to become a better person. God bless you all.